Hey y'all. Hey, excuse the noise in the background. That's my dryer. I don't know why I didn't turn it off before I started recording. But hey y'all, happy Sunday. I hope y'all doing okay. I hope y'all feeling great and amazing, okay? Feeling blessed, okay? But let's jump right in, collective. So somebody feels like they were very immature, okay? With the Page of Cups coming out, they feel like they were very immature, okay? They don't want to fight, okay? They felt like they wasn't emotionally in the headspace, okay, to fight for the relationship, to, stand their ground. But I feel like this person don't want to fight no more. You were right about whatever you said, okay? For some of you, they held back from you, okay? Ultimately leaving you in the cold, okay? And they want you to know that basically they sorry. I've been picking up a lot of I'm sorry energy, okay? This is somebody that things are not going as well in their life. They held back from you. You're still receiving some type of abundance, and things are really not going in their favor. Okay, you spoke some truth. You brought some things to the light. Okay, about them betraying some of you guys here. Ultimately, they caused some type of tower in your life, some type of painful ending here. And I feel like basically they're suffering the consequences of their actions when it came to you guys here. Yeah, they brought a tower up on their own life because they left you guys out in the cold. They didn't fight for you guys' connection. They decided to what? Betray you behind your back. Yeah, it's almost if they knew better and they still didn't do what they were supposed to be doing. So you get some type of abundance, some kind of new beginning. It's justified, okay? This is your justice, okay? This is the scales being balanced out, okay? For some of you, it ain't no talking, it ain't none of that. It's just justified, okay? It's just balance, right? This is somebody here that was refusing to walk away from what no longer serves them. For some of you, they have reconnected with somebody that they maybe was supposed to walk away from. But instead of them walking away and living in their truth or whatever the situation is, they decided to remain stuck in this situation here. Okay? I'm hearing that somebody feels lonely. Yep. That's the truth. It's the energy of somebody, I was picking up on this barren land, how somebody went pouring into some type of barren land, something that they wasn't getting no growth from. And I was also picking up the energy of somebody being, they overindulged too much in something here, and now they're no longer satisfied. They're no longer finding fulfillment in something here, okay? Yeah, with you, they felt like, they should have poured into you because there was going to be some type of growth. Them pouring into you, I'm hearing they would have been better off had they would have poured into some of you guys' connection here, okay? This is a general collective reading, you guys. Make sure to only take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? But this is somebody here that ultimately ended up in a situation that breadcrumbed them. When they reconnected, they became stuck. They didn't even know they was becoming stuck here with whoever this is. This could have another person of the same sex involved, but I don't think it's because they was dealing with them. I think it's the situation of somebody being in somebody's ear, and they just jump head first into some type of love situation, basically. Yeah, you're somebody that is very confident, okay, very beautiful. You know your worth, okay, and you don't just think with your sexual energy. I'm gonna say that you don't just think with your wine or your you're more you know better, okay? It's almost if you was built with this I know better type of energy. So you're not the type of person to just run off and do any and everything. You're more confident in your decisions because you have some type of knowledge, okay? You have some type of wisdom here. It's almost if you didn't go through life just getting through. You kind of learn from all the circumstances, all the situation, all the traumas you have been through, everything that you faced. You didn't just go through life just getting through. You actually went through these things and you learn from them. And it's no secret. People know that you are some type of person that holds some type of wisdom. It's no longer a secret here. But yeah, this person ultimately, they went to reconnect with another situation. This person feels stuck because ultimately they thought they were going to have some type of new beginning, okay? They thought that it was going to be some growth here. For some of you, they saw a little growth. They see, I'm picking up that it was an illusion though. whatever was presented to someone here, it was in fact an illusion. Okay, when they really locked in and really committed or whatever to whatever this is here, they begin to see that they were sinking. I'm hearing sinking sand. Give me more. Yeah, see, 5 of Cups. Somebody, they crying over spilled milk. They crying over these cups, these things that they have lost. Okay, they could be crying over this confident person here, this person that is getting justice. Okay, after the storm, they're like, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, somebody here may be under a bridge. Somebody here, they live in like a busy city. Somebody here also may live by some water here. But somebody here have been traveling to lakes or just somewhere outside where they can kind of get some fresh air. I kept seeing earlier in the pre-shuffles that somebody needs time, air, and space, right? So somebody may be, you know, not really involving themselves with what they once did because they need some room to breathe. This is somebody that no matter what is being said, no matter what changes from here on out, this person is set in stone in their mind. Okay, this is somebody that they can't wrap their head around how this happened to them, and you know how they got wrapped up into something here. Okay, so ultimately they're spending a lot of time by themselves trying to get their mind right. I see somebody holding their head. They're trying to figure out, like, how did I get caught up in this? How did I allow this to happen? Yeah, somebody here is experiencing a lot of pain. I'm hearing heavy emotions. Yeah, it's very gloomy and cloudy. Over the past few days, you guys, you know, it been looking kind of like gloomy outside. You know, the weather's getting colder in some places, and it's been a lot darker. And I feel like this person just felt like they never saw this coming. They never saw all these swords being put in their back, you know. Somebody here is face down. Whoever this is, they're reaching out to the Most High. They've been praying to God. They're praying to Jesus. They're praying here. They on their face because somebody, they want to be made over. Somebody, they want a new chest, okay? Somebody here is just, it's like they have cried so much that they can't even cry no more. They have cried so many tears, like they feeling pain and can't even shed tears. It just looks very dark, okay? This is somebody that, you know, ultimately caused towers in somebody's life here. And that's the energy of, you know, what you put out is what you get back in. You got to be mindful of the energy that you putting out into the universe, okay? I was just about to say it. Hold on, you guys. Because what glitters ain't always gold. Just because it look like it's something, that don't mean it's always what it seemed like. Somebody made something look so good to this King of Swords energy. Somebody made it look so good to this person that they should have had their guard up. This is somebody that feel like maybe they should have had their guard up, because whatever new beginning, okay, whatever new feelings, whatever they were having about a situation here, it was ignored, okay? And now they're kind of like beating themselves up, trying to. It's like I'm hearing something about a deadline as well. Let's continue. Yeah. Whoever they were kindled with, they ultimately found out that it was no love there. It wasn't no love in that situation here. They're now seeing that you wasn't the problem, you wasn't the burden. Because for some of you, they made it seem like you were a problem. You were stopping their flow. You were the issue, but they found out quickly that it was not you. They also feel like they don't even know how to plan something. They don't even know how to come up out of something, right? You know what I'm saying? Because they feel like these people, you know, that they could trust these people. The whole time these people was working up against this person. They was plotting and planning on somebody here. They knew that if this person would reconnect with whoever this is, that they reconnect with, that they will ultimately be stuck. Yeah, this is somebody's judgment, because they came up against somebody of high honor, somebody that was loved, okay? I feel like for some of you, you're no longer waiting, okay, for this person. You're no longer focused on if they're going to change, if they're going to get it right, okay? If I'm such a burden to you, then you go ahead on and you move on with your life, and I'm going to do the same. You heard me? These people, whoever this person is, they seeing people like, really, they just in shock. They getting all about how all this played out, how it went down. Also in the pre-shuffle, you guys, I was seeing how somebody trying to avoid 30-year sentence or something. And somebody also is trying to avoid like their secrets being exposed, because while they was out here partying and overindulging, a lot of shit happened, okay? And I feel like somebody here, they're trying to do something here, figure out how they can fix something here before they get a 30-year sentence, or before their little secret be exposed. I also was picking up on energy that the way that you guys parents feel about you, for some of you, is not normal. You have a husband and a wife here that has been pillow talking about somebody here in the collective here. It's almost if these energies have been working for years to stop your love life, stop you from being happy for whatever weird ass reason this is, okay? Whether they were slandering your name, whatever it was, they was trying to make sure that you couldn't move forward in your life. They wanted to see somebody here stuck. I also was in a major payout because something pertaining to you guys' water bill. I don't know if somebody called the water company, said something was wrong with the water. Whatever it is, some of y'all are going to get some type of payout. I don't know if it's going to be a check in the mail, but it's something about a payout. Like something that was done to your water, you're going to be compensated. And I'm seeing like billions, you guys. And I feel like somebody here is aware of some type of payout you're going to get, but it's not the payout that they think you're going to get. It's going to be actually more. Okay, but whoever this person was that sent this tower into your life, okay, that you were maybe dating, okay, let's get off the parent situation. Let's go back to this King of Swords energy that was in this page energy. This person was afraid of committing to some of you guys here. Yeah, it was a lot of gossip, how they went back to a baby mother, or they went back to whoever they were dealing with before you guys, okay? That was a lot of gossip about them moving along, okay, with going back to whoever they went towards, okay? Because you know you were the burden, you was too much for this person, but now they're seeing it for what it is, because they experiencing, you know, this shock wave, this motherfucking tower. And I'm hearing it came out of the blue, you heard me? Because this person here, they were the King of Pentacles, they're not. They're in the reverse now. They're experiencing money losses. I'm hearing financial loss, okay? And they're now seeing this person that they thought were their perfect match. Hold on. They're seeing whoever they thought their perfect match was, they're in the reverse as well. There's no pentacles for neither one of them. And they're having a perspective change about this. Like, this is somebody that they're like really seeing somebody here in the light of day. They feel like there is no beginning, there's no offer. This is something that really couldn't give to them. This is a situation that maybe they went towards that they never should have went towards. And for some of you, they went back to a situation because they were listening to their family. Yep. It was like they were slandering somebody in the collective, okay? Because ultimately they wanted this person to get stuck. Yep. If they went back and proposed or married to someone, it's a tower. Something didn't play out right here. Give me a couple more. Yeah. Somebody here, they no longer want to work with their family. They're not listening. I told you, if they overindulge with these people, they no longer want to be bothered. This is somebody that is a hermit. They want to be alone. They need some time. They need some space. They need some air, okay? Yeah, they feel like they have allowed this family, these people, to suffocate them and make decisions in their life for way too long, and ultimately it always end up in them getting their heart broken, them making bad decisions, them not getting what they want. Okay, they're seeing they had people in this family making you seem like you wasn't in your Queen of Cups energy, that you didn't have no love to offer, that you couldn't give the love and the nurturing that this person needed. Ultimately, this is blocking this person, because for some of you, this person went towards another situation because they thought they were going to be in the spotlight. They thought they was going to have something here. So they begin to put their boundary up with you and talk reckless to you, the High Priestess here. Okay? They wouldn't stop, okay? I also was picking up the energy of how all this motherfucker had to do was leave you alone. All these people had to do was leave you alone and stop slandering your name. But for some of you, they didn't want to leave you alone. So ultimately, you know, if they try to come back towards you after they get their shit figured out, for some of you, you're not going to, you know, it's not even a rejection. It's like, I'm done, okay? The door is closed, okay? You won't get a commitment from this collective energy here. Okay, this is somebody, they want to fight for this High Priestess energy. They want to come back, I'm here to make it right, okay? They trying to figure out, they're thinking of a master plan once again. But I feel like you are not going to give somebody a commitment. You're no longer looking at them as your person. But this is somebody that is determined to rush in, okay? Explain to you, I'm not going to cheat on you no more. I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, but they're in hopes that they come and make it right with you, that whatever their secret is, whatever decision that they made, that it won't come out to the light and that they won't get no jail time. Yeah, for some of you, you are the Empress, okay? And they know it now. They no longer want a toxic attachment. They no longer want to be involved in whatever they went towards. They want to come back and, you know, romance you, try to butter you the fuck up, try to make it right with you, basically, yeah. But you looking at this person as somebody that betrayed you, somebody that did dirty to you behind your back. And for some of you, you're just not going, okay? This is a direction that you're no longer going towards. I feel like you're more focused on, you know, your bag, this next big move, and you see this person as a karmic. You see this person as somebody that is not your mate, okay? You see this person as, if they come back, they're going to put some kind of blockage in your way, and you feel like the cycle has closed and you're not changing your mind about it. You heard me? You ready for your new beginning. You've went through enough debts and rebirths and debts and rebirths and down and out and up and down. You tired of these cycles, okay? So ultimately you're going to close the situation out, okay? You didn't make any bad moves or bad decisions. You're not the fool in this situation. You heard me? And it's not a secret, okay? It is not a secret. And whatever this is here, the person that they need to be trying to the people that they need to be worried about is their family members, because the family is the people. The family members is the people that's about to spill the beans and tell their business. They don't have to worry about you, okay? A lot of you know what this secret is. You know, you've been on for a long time and you really never spoke on stuff. If you a messenger like me, you give messages, it comes up in your message and you kind of like party around, you know, play around it so you don't have to speak on it, because in the spirit you know exactly who it is, so you don't really speak on it. But whoever these family members is, whoever these people is that they're like putting in their place, whoever they're cutting off, these are the people that they need to worry about spilling the beans, okay? Because there is a 30-year sentence attached to something here, okay? I love you guys, okay? I really enjoy giving you guys this message, okay? I am your girl, Nola Empress, Big Queen, not the little one. If this video resonated for you, if you like how I read, you like my vibe, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post, comment, or upload on my channel, on my platform, you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Deuces.